The Gadsden City Titans are one of the teams that we'll be spotlighting this year on High School Sports Weekly. Ali Smith is in his second year as a head coach after a long tenure as an assistant coach on the Titans staff, trying to build off of last year where they went through some growing pains. This year, the Titans are ready to contend in Class 7A, Region 3.
I'm Ali Smith. I'm a homegrown guy here, a coach. I started coaching in the Gadsden City school system in 1997 at Emma Sampson High School. I was there for 9 years until we consolidated Emma Sampson, Litchfield, and Gadsden to become Gadsden City High School. I started out here as the outside linebackers coach in '06, and then I took over as the defensive coordinator from '07 until 2012. And then I was still on staff. Coach Scott come in, Matt Scott. And then I were co-coordinator for a time, and then I became back the full-time coordinator in 2016. And then Bart Sessions come over, and then after Bart left, I took over the head coaching job. But I've been either the defensive coordinator or assistant coordinator here for the last 14 years. Well, I tell you what, like I said, when I started out in 1997 as a coach, I come back, and I was lucky that my old high school basketball coach was still coaching, and then one of my high school football coaches was the principal at Emma Sampson, and he gave me an opportunity to coach, and I walked around and I said there's a lot of things I could do. I majored in criminal justice, and my minor was physical education, PE at the time. And then as I started coaching, 23 years later, I hadn't felt like I've gotten up and went to work yet. I enjoy being around the young men and women in the school building and helping them, trying to mold and help young kids on and off the field, and just feeling like part of the community. So it's an exciting part, stay attached to the game. Just the excitement of telling them about getting back, and then talking to them about on March the 13th, I think it was, or the 12th, when we were in there working out, and then coming back on that Monday the 16th, and then they taking it away from them. And all of them was like, well, when we coming back? So we try to remind them of that all the time. You never know when it's going to be taken away from you. So, we kept them engaged through Zoom meetings and things like that online. But you challenged them and say, hey, man, you said you missed it. And if you really want it, we never know when it could be pulled away from us again. So those are some of the things that we've done, to keep them motivated in that regard right there. Yeah, there's definitely a life after my wife, Lamisha. She's a nurse. She's been a nurse for 20 years. I have an older daughter, Alicia, and I have a son that's going to be a junior. He's going to be a receiver on the football team, Kamari. And then we have my wife and I. We decided to add one to the equation. We got a 2-year-old, Khalees, and she's a handful, and so they keep us busy. We very active. We spend a lot of time, and family is first. I tell all our coaches that here as well. Family first over everything. Well, I think our kids have pretty much stayed in shape. They don't have a choice, and we tell them, don't be an athlete, be an athlete. Some kids say they want to be an athlete, and they don't really do what it takes to be one. So these kids have worked, and we're very proud of what they've done. And I think so. Right now, I would say they've done a good job of keeping themselves in shape. We say real athletes don't ever get out of shape. So those kids, I think our young men have done a good job. I think kids in general just want to play. I don't think that they're looking at that or even thinking about it. I think it would break a lot of them hearts if it happened. But our kids are just showing up ready to work every day, and I think mostly, I would imagine all kids are, because kids are kids. They just want to be out doing something and be involved. So I think they're just excited, ready to go. Gadsden City. And that's who I have our eye on, and I want us to get better. We felt like that we left a lot of football out on the field last year. We didn't know how to finish ball games. We didn't know how to control ball games. So we really want to watch and control us, and control what we can control on and off the field by being a better football team, building a better football program. I would like to say I won't leave any of our players off. They all work hard, extremely hard. But we have some that have risen up. You know, we got a young man, Rashad Johnson. He'll be a senior outside linebacker, inside linebacker, that he has worked extremely hard, wanting to get better in a lot of areas, and he's really improved his game. We have J.C. Woods, a receiver, that he's done an extremely great job this offseason and keeping engaged, learning what he's doing and understanding defenses better and getting off the ball and different things like that nature, and really improved on his route running. So we're excited about those two kids, and we have a ton of other young men that have done a great job this offseason. Aggressive mindset. You know, we want to get our kids competitive. Let me go back and be competitive. Let me use that word, competitive, in every aspect of what we do. We want to compete in everything we do. That's what we teach and compete, competitiveness here.
Appreciate the time from Coach Smith, and also appreciate the guys with Average Joe's Sports Talk. Reggie Davis, Buddy Ford, and Josh Abercrombie helping us set things up with Coach Smith. And as we follow the Titans throughout the course of the year, they'll be helping us there as well.